Yoga teachers looking for a ready-to-teach beginner yoga class plan? In this video, I'll be sharing with you a done-for-you yoga lesson plan for the peak pose of Eagle. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button and the bell to be notified every single time I share a new video sharing yoga teaching tips. There are no universal class style and distinctions. To me, beginner yoga is meant for students who are new to yoga and need to be taught how to do all of the basic yoga poses and what the basic yoga terms mean. If you're looking for a deep dive into all of the different class styles and distinctions, I invite you to check out my video called Yoga Sequencing 101. The class starts with the grounding and the tune-in. This is about the first 5 to 7 minutes of your class. You'll have everyone start in easy seat on a prop, and you'll get your students present. This is where you share 2 to 3 sentences to really allow your students to fully arrive on their yoga mat. Here's an example of how to get your students present. Take a deep breath in, inside out your mouth. Feel the ground beneath you and the space around you. Allow your mind to settle as you fully arrive on your yoga mat. After you get your students present, you teach a breathing technique. For this class plan, I recommend teaching 3-part breath. And then you teach a theme and set an intention for class. So here is the theme and intention for this class. Take a moment to go inward. Mentally scan your physical body. Notice for any areas of tightness or tension. Without judging, just noticing. Now mentally scan your mind. Notice what you brought with you on your mat. Instead of pushing it away because what you resist persists, just name it in your head. What is on my mind is. Now take a moment to check in with your heart. Notice, how are you feeling in this moment? Let's set the collective intention of you connecting with your body, mind, and heart. Mentally repeat, I am connected with my body, mind, and heart. The next part of class is the warm-up. It's about 10 minutes of class. Let me demo the warm-up for you so you can have a visual of it. Half butterfly, cat-cow. Twist. Side bend. Crisscross arms. Hug yourself, arm twist. Fold. Repeat on the second side. Half butterfly, cat-cow. Twist. Side bend. Crisscross arms. Hug yourself, arm twists. Fold. Half Lord of the Fishes with bottom leg extended. Cow face with old school gym stretch arms. Repeat second side. Half Lord of the Fishes. Cow face with old school gym stretch. The next part of class is the tabletop and low lunge section. That's about 15 minutes of class. Let me demo this for you so you can get a visual of this sequence. Come into a tabletop position. Cat-cow. Shoulder push-ups. Arm circles. Thread the needle. Balancing table. Crunches. Knee to elbow lizard. Low lunge. Low lunge with hug yourself, arm twists. Back to tabletop. Repeat on the second side. Cat-cow. Shoulder push-ups. Arm circles. Thread the needle. Balancing table. Crunches. Knee to elbow. Lizard. Low lunge. Low lunge with hug yourself, arm twists. Puppy pose. Child's pose. Sphinx. Broken wing. Both sides. Child's pose. Downward dog with hands on blocks. Downward dog to plank 3 times. Walk your feet to your hands. Lift halfway. Fold. Arms reach up. Mountain pose. The next part of class is the standing poses. This is about 10 minutes of class. in this section, make sure to take note of how I'm getting them into the standing poses. We're starting in mountain pose, taking the hands to the hips, and simply stepping back. Let me demo this sequence for you so you can get a visual of it.
Mountain pose, arms reach up, forward fold, half lift, forward fold, arms reach up, mountain pose. Hands to hips, step back, warrior two, reverse warrior, extended side angle. Hands to hips, step forward, step back, second side, warrior two, reverse warrior, extended side angle. Hands to hips, step forward. Warrior two with hug yourself arms. Reverse warrior with hug yourself arms. Extended side angle with hug yourself arms. Hands to hips, step it forward. Warrior two, second side with hug yourself arms. Reverse and extended with hug yourself arms. Hands to hips, step it forward.
The next part of class is the balancing pose. This is about 5 minutes. You'll notice here in this section, I'm teaching 3 progressions of one pose to make the class inclusive and give everyone in class an opportunity to be challenged, but still feel empowered to find their variation of eagle pose.
Eagle pose in 3 progressions. Foot to block with hug yourself arms. Lift foot off the block with backs of the hands to touch. And then option for the palms to touch. Repeat on the second side. Foot to block with hug yourself arms. Option to lift the foot off the block and bring the backs of the hands together and then the palms.
The next part of class is the cool down. That's about 10 minutes. You'll notice here that my transition is super simple. All I say is take a seat on the yoga mat. I let my students get to a seated position and how they gotta get there. I will demo the cool down for you so you can get a visual of this sequence.
Come to take a seat on your yoga mat, sitting up on a blanket. Half Lord of the Fishes. Cow face with a strap. Repeat on the second side. Half Lord of the Fishes. Cow face with the strap. Lower down onto your back. Bridge with your breath 3 times. Eagle on your back. Eagle leg twist. Repeat the second side, bridge with breath. Eagle on your back. Twist. Supported bridge. Legs up the wall. Savasana.
The last part of class is Savasana. This is about 3 to 5 minutes. I always love in beginner to offer my students an option to put the bolster or even their blocks underneath their knees. This is a really comfy Savasana for beginners. Now that you've seen the entire sequence inside of this class plan, make sure you pause this video because I'm going to put the whole class plan up on the screen and you can screenshot it. Yoga teachers want to see how I take this same exact sequence, but sequence it for an all levels yoga class? Check out that video here. Looking for more ready to teach beginner yoga class plans? I sell a bunch of different beginner yoga class plans, including my 8-week beginner yoga curriculum, Journey Through the Chakras, Peak Yoga Flow class plans, and Creative Gentle and Beginner Yoga class plans. If you're interested in those, you can check them out in the description down below.